Hello everyone, Bill Coyle here again with more travel agent tips. Today we're going to talk about travel agent lingo. I'll never forget when I started in the travel industry and I thought it was cool that I knew all the airport codes, like not just in the country but in the world. And I would use those on clients like, I'm traveling from CLE to PHL, LGA to CVG. And then it was like, what? The clients are looking at me like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you going into this? I don't quite understand what you're saying. And I thought, oh my gosh, I better back it up. So here at KHM, we're here to break it down for you and help you understand how not to talk over your client's head. So I'm pretty excited because there's a fishbowl sitting over here with a bunch of options for us to talk about. I'm going to pull them out. I haven't seen them yet. My colleagues here have given me these options to talk to you about, and I'm going to start to talk about them. And I got about 20 seconds each. So pay attention now because I'm going to start this game right now. Okay, the first one is single supplement. Oh my gosh, one of the biggest issues in our industry is solo travel or single travel. It happens with young people that want to go on single travel, and it happens maybe with slightly older people who want to go on solo travel. Single supplement means that there's going to be a surcharge for that cabin or that room. You're almost paying for double the amount of the room. So just keep in mind, you're always paying for two people in a room or a cabin. So understand what single supplement means. The next one is charter flight. Huge in the industry. We have suppliers who charter specific airplanes to go from one destination to another. So maybe like from Cleveland to Cancun, we have a nonstop flight. From Pittsburgh to Punta Cana, there's a nonstop flight. That's a charter flight. Your tour company or supplier chartered those seats on that aircraft specifically for that flight and that destination. So understand charter flight versus scheduled air flight. Here we go with base fare. This is very, very important to understand. The base fare is the portion that we might make commission on. So cruise lines have a base fare plus taxes and port charges, and that gives you the total fare. So understand you're only getting the base fare commission on the base fare. That was confusing. Okay, ARC, Airline Reporting Corporation. This is the corporation based in Washington, D.C. that oversees all of the reporting for every single airline in the world. We typically as travel agents won't need to talk about ARC to our clients, but understand what ARC means and how it is in the travel industry. Okay, here we go with fare code. Fare code is something that you won't get too involved with, but you'll see it when you're looking at a supplier or an airline or even a cruise line that has a fare code or a fare basis, because you want to make sure you're using the correct fare basis or fare code when you're quoting your clients, and make sure you understand the difference between the fare codes on each airline or cruise line. All right, nonstop flights. Big, huge understanding between nonstop flight and direct flight. Nonstop literally means that airline is going from that airport to the next airport without a stop or a connection. No change of planes. Nonstop. Okay, and next we have standby. Oh my gosh, everyone understands the standby. It's kind of nasty to think of standby flights, but if you're going standby in a flight, you're not guaranteed. Maybe you're going on a later flight or an earlier flight and you need to go standby. Please explain that to your clients that it's really, really risky to go standby. Okay, next. This one is hub. Does everyone understand the hub? Just think about it. The US only has 3 major airlines left, plus Southwest and some other minor airlines, but a hub is where most of those flights originate from or travel through. For instance, Delta's major hub is Atlanta. Chicago is United. Newark, Houston. So just think about that. American Airlines, which one is that? Dallas, Charlotte, Philadelphia. So be sure to understand where hubs are located. Next we have direct flight. So this goes along with what I said about the nonstop flight. A direct flight could be a plane that goes from one airport to another, does not change planes, but then is going to another airport. So Cleveland to Baltimore to Charleston on the same plane is a direct flight. It's not a nonstop flight, so please understand the difference. Make sure your clients understand the difference between direct and nonstop. All right, I got to put that back. All right, the next one is risk seats. So very similar to a charter flight, except the charter plane is the entire plane. Risk seats mean that the tour company took out specific seats on a specific airline and they guaranteed those. So those are for you to sell to your clients at most likely a reduced rate in the overall package price, but understand the difference between risk seats and charter plane. And next we have shoulder season. My favorite time to travel, especially Europe, and a very good value time. So shoulder season is typically that time that's non-peak, right? So we have the non-peak time, we have the peak time, and then we have the shoulder season. Typically May, April, and then September and October are shoulder season times to travel. Be sure to offer these to your client because there's big savings and big value in shoulder season. All right, I think I'm doing pretty well. Here we go. The next one, airline record locator. This is basically your airline confirmation code. Be sure to have your clients understand what this is before they travel. They'll need to check into the airline with this at United.com, American.com, whatever the airline is, and they've got to have their airline record locator, their airline confirmation number, in order to do their pre-boarding and their check-in 24 hours in advance of their flight. Make sure to understand that. Okay, one last one. Here we go. IATA. IATA is the number we use when we book certain products. So understand the difference between the IATA number and the CLIA number. And don't get IATA confused with IATAN. The IATAN card is your card once you've earned $5,000 in the travel industry. IATA is a very important number and not something you should ever give out publicly. Okay, gosh, we've gone through so many things today. Travel agent lingo is something we need to understand, but not over convey to our clients. But you guys have got to know what's going on in the travel lingo world. And I'll tell you, if there's something else that you thought of that maybe I didn't cover that you want to know about, please comment in the section below us and be sure to like and subscribe to our channel because we're here to help you. I really want you to understand more about the travel industry, and I want to share my experiences with you guys so that we can move ahead together. There's gonna be lots more of these videos. I know you've watched some in the past. Keep watching these in the future because you're going to learn so much more about what's going on in the travel industry. Thanks so much for being with us again today, and be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.